Hey, this is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us. It's always our pleasure to bring you these videos. So today we're going to talk about if it works, keep doing it. Now, it may sound a little bit like a goofy topic, but the truth of the matter is that many people start off doing something and they get a positive, good result. And the biggest mistake is they stop doing it. I'm guilty of this. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Success, when you're doing something, needs to be done over and over again. So my theory was always, if I could do it once, I could do it 100 times. I could do it 1,000 times. So I started off with one customer, and now I have over 30,000. So I just kept repeating the process over and over again. So why do people sabotage success? I'm not here to say I can analyze all the reasons for killing my success, because that won't help me. Therefore, once you succeed, keep on doing it. Keep doing what works. The hard part is staying motivated while you make money. So getting bored does enter into the equation. Imagine doing the same thing over and over and over again, because that's what it really is all about. Continually doing the same thing over and over again, if it works, and then making revisions to make it better. I mean, it sounds pretty logical when you think about it, but simple is not easy. First, you have to have the courage of your convictions. To succeed at anything, you must have the courage of your convictions. If you know that, then you have the courage, and then you must have the conviction to follow through with what it is that you want to accomplish. All my wins grow in an upward trend. But when I stop working on that upward trend, things start trending down. Just think of a graph. It just falls off of a cliff. Because if I stop doing what I know that works, then my success is removed almost immediately. For example, say I own a business, which I do. And in that business, I need to keep finding new suppliers. So instead of sitting back and relying on the existing suppliers, I have to move forward looking for new suppliers, because that's what brought me my success. If I don't keep doing that, then my sales start going down. Why? Because existing suppliers sometimes leave, or they find better buyers than me, someone that'll maybe pay them a little more money. Because people usually leave for money, right? If they can get more money from another person that they're selling product to, why would they continue to sell it to me? So if I sit and have inaction, then all of a sudden my business starts to fall off. Or let's say I decide I don't want to go to work for a couple of days. I know guys that take months off. They come back and the business is basically gone. Stock trading is a very good example. I went from a stock trader to a stock investor. Why? Because trading in stocks made me money, but when I look back, I saw that the big money was left on the table, because if I held stocks that I owned 12 months ago, I would have made twice as much money. That makes sense? So what happened? I made a transition into being an investor, not a trader. I still want to trade. Why? Because it's more exciting. But as Warren Buffett would say, selling your winners and holding your losers is like cutting the flowers and watering the weeds. This gave me the courage to hold instead of trade. So with each win, I kept doing it over and over again. So today, I've actually transitioned from being a trader to being an investor. Why? Because it worked. And so I continue to do that. Top reasons of what works. 1, come up with an idea. 2, try it out. If it works, stay with it. Failure breeds success. What does that mean, failure breeds success? When you fail at something, then you've learned what doesn't work. It's like common sense. So the more failures I have, I don't really see them as failures. I see them just as learning experiences to do better. 4, stay motivated with wins. Boredom will come. The biggest thing that prevents people from moving forward is they get bored. So when things are working, instead of staying with them, they get bored. They want to try something new, and then they find out that that doesn't work, and the thing that they did have works. They've fallen further behind. And number 5, don't change course until you're on autopilot. So, for example, I have a business that I've developed over the last 30 years, and someone else is running the business now. But it took me a while to get to the point where I didn't have to continue running that business, but I still look at the business every day. First comes my idea. I want to work from home. So I have to be an entrepreneur and give up the paycheck. Therefore, I need to make money at something. So what am I good at? I'm good at selling stuff, and I'm good at finding stuff to sell. So what do? I try it out. All of a sudden, I realize that I can sell something from my home using a telephone. There was no internet at the time. And I actually get a success. I actually am able to do it. Many, many years ago, I called up a guy named Sam Nassy, and Sam Nassy was the king of liquidators. He was the guy you called if you needed to liquidate something and you own a department store. He sold off everybody, including the DeLorean motor car. You saw that on Back to the Future, that car, for you people that haven't been around that long. And I asked Mr. Sam Nassy, I had him on the phone, he's written up in the New York Times, Forbes magazine. I says, Mr. Nassy, what's the key to success in this business? I'm going to get into the same business as you. He said, you have to be small before you can be big. So then you have to try being small and getting a win, succeeding at one thing, just one thing, one day, selling something, opening up an eBay or an Amazon store, finding something around your house and selling it. All of a sudden you got a win, you're in business. Janelle Monáe is another perfect example. She's working at some kind of a retail store. And what she has is she has 6 people that are her fans. That's all she had is 6 fans. She was starting from the beginning. And then she would leave the floor and go in the back to talk to some of her fans on the phone. Or text them or go back into the internet, whatever the hell she was doing. I don't remember exactly what it was, but all of a sudden they fired her. Because she had a win. She kept moving forward with that 1, 2, 6 customers that she had, 6 fans that she had. Now she's got millions of fans. We need to overcome boredom. Keep doing what works. Trying new things is good, but staying with existing successes is better. No matter what other people tell you, if what you're doing works, just keep doing it. And don't listen to anybody. This is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us. Hope this little video helped you on moving forward, staying with the same things that work. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next video.